right, now it's time to get into WCW Thunder, January 21, 1999.
Oh, a beautiful year, James. But before we get into that, let's talk about the news around that time. Let's go over some Wrestling Observer newsletter stuff. From the Observer, January 25th, 1999. I was really hoping Tony would be here for this because in WWF news, the career as an active wrestler of Shawn Michaels appears to have largely ended. Certainly as any kind of a regular in-ring performer stemming from the back injury suffered at the 1998 Royal Rumble. Michaels underwent back surgery on January 12th in San Antonio, after which his doctor was quoted in the local newspaper as well as gave the private opinion to Michaels and the WWF that the injuries to one of his discs in his back were more severe than originally believed and that his wrestling days were over. I was hoping that this would cause an argument between you and Tony. But
nah, it's just a one-sided beatdown. I'm not even going to go there.
So Shawn's done as of right now. Obviously, this changes in a few years. And so you know the spot that they attribute this to, right?
What is it?
It's the Taker back body drops him over the top and he hits the casket.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. I do know that spot.
Which, if you watch it back, and look, I am no expert, doesn't really look like Shawn fucking even touches the fucking thing.
Well, I mean, that's what you get when you are a career liar. So no one really knows if you're telling the truth. Isn't that right, Tony? Yeah, let him know. Yeah.
If you put in Tony, he'd say something here.
What the hell? Do the cowbell.
Make him Ain't that right, Tony? Shawn Michaels. In ECW news, damn it, Tony, it appears everything is smooth with Shane Douglas.
Aw, man, what do you mean? How'd that happen?
Well, I guess there was an incident.
Is this around the time that Triple Threats fucking come back together? Or?
Yes, that's right, yeah. He literally was talked into coming to the ECW arena after missing the show the previous night in Trenton, New Jersey, given a new angle that would basically turn him face. In other news, though, the situation with Sabu is anything but smooth. Sabu and Paul Heyman were talking all weekend, with Sabu talking about an offer from WCW and still being unhappy with how he was used on the pay-per-view show. Sabu wanted the match on the pay-per-view to be a three-way dance, and there were problems over new programs discussed with him, which have been including trading wins in programs with either Lance Storm and or Just Incredible.
Hey, man, ain't nobody trading wins with Just Incredible Lance Storm, especially at that time. I feel
99 Sabu is trading wins?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sabu, I feel like, what's funny is I never even thought twice of it until we started talking about it a lot and stuff, but Sabu was unhappy in ECW a lot. I
mean, yeah, you got a good point there. And Sabu, obviously, a lot of the incidents stem from him no-showing ECW for Japan as
right,
well.
Yeah, indeed.
Which, damn, I always look for that fucking one clip of Heyman. I think it's Heyman and Taz in the ring, and they're just running Sabu down and saying, he's not here because he doesn't want to fucking be here. He doesn't care about you fucking people. I can never find the fucking clip. I don't know where it is. So if somebody has that clip, send it to me. But yeah, obviously, but thankfully for Tony and for 1999 Shane Douglas, things have smoothed over. And he, of course, will shortly be going to WCW anyway. So
yeah, really. I mean, Bam Bam betrays him, and then he is pretty much it.
He's gone. Yeah. In WCW news, there is some internal heat regarding the DDP versus Steiner match on the January 11th Nitro. As you can tell, those in charge now want more clean finishes. Meltzer puts, although I don't understand why Goldberg didn't win the triangle match because Bigelow isn't even over, so he can get beat at this point. And Steiner is in for the major push with DDP in a feud, and he felt it was needed for the first win. The feeling is DDP should have put Steiner over strong, but instead he told the announcers to say he was working with a walking pneumonia, which is not true, and then had a ton of interference from Bagwell and Steiner, and they used the gimmick to beat him. So DDP holding Steiner down here, James.
Yeah, that's something also is with the Southern wrestling, especially WCW and stuff, a lot of the finishes, especially when they go on tours and they go different places, they'd run DQs a ton, or they'd work no count outs, or whatever the case may be. You would think TV would change this, because now instead of just the audience seeing it, everybody's seeing the finish all the time. That never really changed, even with WWE or anything down the line. Yeah, you would think TV where you see every single finish that all right, well, we have to take a few more minutes. We had to come up with something. You know what I mean? And guys can lose and not be killed and stuff like that, but no, man, especially in that era, they did not give a fuck. It was
no, fuck you, man. I got pneumonia.
Yeah. Just a little more thought. But yeah, they're just nuts. So.
That's crazy. I'm telling all the announcers every week I have pneumonia from losing. Blame it on that
Cut that
bitch.
B-roll sandwich. I don't care. Get to the next match.
The situation with Jericho remains the same. There is personal heat because Bischoff claims Jericho verbally agreed to a deal a ways back but won't sign it. WWF has made Jericho its #1 priority as far as acquiring any new piece of talent. I don't remember hearing this part that Bischoff said that Jericho was going to stay or agreed to stay. And I wonder how history would have looked back on that if he had stayed. Because I imagine you think he really like rises to the top there?
Oh, I don't know.
He was fucking good, and like obviously, like he was over enough that WWF brought him in, put him with fucking Road Dogg. So but like he was over, and I wonder if he would have ever broken through. It would have been interesting. But yeah, Bischoff says he verbally agreed to stay, and then he didn't. It worked.
Well. Yeah, verbal these nuts.
There are no long-term plans to keep David Flair around, which, obviously this changes.
Well, that changed a lot.
He was brought in just to do the angle to set up Flair versus Hogan. He's planning to be a state trooper, but hasn't closed his mind to the idea of being a wrestler, but won't become a wrestler without a lot more training than he's received thus far. He's worked out his spots with Wyndham ahead of time, but never trained at all with Hennig before the match. The state trooper thing I thought was pretty interesting because that's kind of a part of the story of Ready to Rumble. And made me think. I wonder if that's where they got that from.
Oh, maybe like real life kind of broke into that a little
obviously
bit.
It's different. Like his dad, like in the movie, his dad wanted Gordy to be a state trooper, but he wanted to be a wrestler. This is kind of the opposite.
Yeah, the reverse. Okay.
Yeah. So if there's any info of that'd be awesome. That was funny. I was watching who was I watching? I was watching Wood's stream the other day. He was doing the Cena showcase, and he was talking about, oh man, I would be awesome if like we did a new Ready to Rumble and like, oh, you'll put John Cena in. I was like, I'm pretty sure I think John Cena is in Ready to Rumble. He's like in the Goldberg gym scene.
Did we notice that when we watched it?
I think I don't remember, but I think we might have. If not, then that's great. But I think he's in that scene. It's John Cena with like fucking Vanilla Ice hair. It's crazy.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it's like prototype Cena.
Sure, yeah, okay.
Hogan is trying to get Ed Leslie back in the picture, likely in the face roles.
99 started off hot.
Come on,
came off a catastrophic. Came off a catastrophic into 98 and started off 99 real hot.
We beat Goldberg and bring in Ed Leslie. Well, more
the
Hogan
book's hot, brother, and I got an idea that's really gonna take us to that next level, dude.
I've been reading the run sheet, brother, and I don't see Ed Leslie on this dude.
And I hear that we got Shane Douglas coming in, dude, and that guy is the next up guy.
Or maybe not, dude. It just
I'm going to tell you one thing, brother. He's not up, and he's never going to be up on me, dude.
Not me, dude. Maybe he could beat Hall.
Maybe he could face Bam Bam Bigelow, brother. I heard they had a good program down there in WCW. I mean ECW, dude.
With more Hogan news, James, Hogan was on Mancow in Chicago, claiming that he came back so soon because, quote unquote, I sat back for a couple months and watched the ratings plummet, and these so-called superstars of 5 to 9-year-olds try to carry the load. So I'm back and ready to put my money back in everyone's pockets.
When's the next big house, bro? Because I will show up, bro, and I will take that house down, dude.
Well, Meltzer says, for the record, for the only complete month Hogan was gone, WCW averaged 10,243 fans with a $236,000 per show gate and did a 1.15 buy rate. The last full month he was around averaged 7,559 fans with 159,000 per show gate, and the pay-per-view did a 0.78.
It's because I wasn't on the show enough, dude. That's the real problem, brother. It's because Ed Leslie's not here, dude.
Me and my brothers weren't here. Where's the Nasty Boys and the Booty Man, dude?
I have an idea that'll change the business, brother. You just got to give me the book, dude.
Why don't you let me have me beat Shane Douglas on TV for 4 weeks, brother? And see how the ratings look.
I got a triple threat, dude. I beat you 3 times. How about that, brother?
That's a triple threat challenge, and I'm a savage.
We'll do a best of 3, dude, and I'll beat you 3 times, brother.
The triple threat where I beat you 3 times? Okay, that's not what a triple threat is. I don't know what you're thinking here, dude.
It's only do you want numbers or not, brother, because I have them, and I can bring them, dude. I have the statistics right here.
Well, Bret Hart ripped on Shawn Michaels' potential retirement.
Me, Horace, and Leslie. That's the real triple threat, brother.
Brother Booty.
You want to talk about a fucking angle, dude? Now we're cooking. What if we shaved Ed Leslie's hair, bro? Like, him and Horace are bald.
And man. I'm the only one there in the group, brother.
I think that works for me, dude. And here, I have another plan here, brother. Why do you want to
bring him in and shave his head, Hogan? I don't understand.
Because, brother, I'm trying to make entertaining TV here, dude.
Okay,
You're trying to book wrestling. I'm making TV, dude.
I hear Sabu wants to come in.
Give that Sabu guy a big deal, brother. Maybe you bring in the original Sheik, too, dude. We'll make that a gruesome twosome match. And who's going up? Me, brother. Call that ECW, dude.
Bringing in everyone from ECW and says it's a good idea just so he can beat them. Give them big deals. Well, Bret Hart says that when Mike is talking about Shawn Michaels' retirement here, when Michaels said he was retiring due to his injuries, Hart asked if the injuries he's got, if it was the injuries he's got or the ones he's likely to get now that the wrestlers have seen the documentary about how he double-crossed his peers. He talked about Michael's back pain and wondered if it's the pain from the injuries or the pain of knowing he sold out everything he once believed in.
Holy.
Jesus Christ.
I have that same pain, brother, but it's from carrying this goddamn business on my back, dude. Isn't that right, Bubba?
Ain't that right, man cow? We got the cow man right here.
You like that, dude?
The cow brother. Hall and Nash were on Mark Madden's radio show in Pittsburgh, and the subject of Shane Douglas came up. Scott Hall said if there was any power he had, he'd use it to keep Shane Douglas out. And Nash said that since Hall is his friend and Nash does have power, he intimated that Douglas would be out of luck. Apparently, Hall still bears a grudge over the night in Orlando where Douglas wouldn't let him in the ECW dressing room when he showed up with Just Incredible.
Just Incredible?
Because Just Incredible's OG clique, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was OG clique, man.
The ball liquor clique was crazy.
Absolutely. Baldo Montoya or whatever.
He's next up, dude.
From the Observer, February 1st, 1999 in ECW News. Although there were, I don't know why he even put this in here. Meltzer writes, although there were reports of Sid no-showing the ECW show on January 22nd, he was actually never booked to appear except in Detroit this week. He will no-show at some point soon. It just hasn't happened yet.
Holy shit. Y'all better get ready. One of these shows, he ain't showing up.
He's probably right. Tammy Lynn Bitch was scheduled to have her boob job on January 25th. She claimed that ECW advised her to have the surgery and helped her out financially to do so.
Yeah.
Tammy Lynn Bitch is, of course, Dawn Marie.
That's interesting.
That is fucking crazy. Speaking of ECW, at the ECW Arena show at 7:15 p.m. before the show started, they started turning fans away. Then at 7:30, they started selling $10 tickets for standing room, but then told people there was no guarantee that if you buy a ticket, you would be able to see anything.
That's called working, dude.
That's a good game.
That's
there,
right out of my playbook, brother.
I didn't know this. I feel like we asked about this before on the show, about Ralphus and like what his fucking deal was, like how he even exists. Well, this says here, Ralphus is actually one of the guys who drives the ring from city to city and gets $200 extra for appearing on the television tapings.
Oh, wow, really?
He was just a dude that worked for them.
That's cool.
And they said, you silly bastard, put the shirt on and you fucking hang on Chris Jericho.
It worked. That shit was awesome.
Well, there you go. That is the news at the time, and now it's time to get into WCW Thunder for January 21st, 1999, the only episode that Kevin Nash wrote on his own, allegedly.
All right, now it's time to get into WCW Thunder.
I don't know the song, so I can't do that for you here.
Well, we have a cold open, so it's all right. Ric Flair, the president of the United States, says that WCW is the best.
Dude, that really is. He's doing a presidential press conference to say WCW is the fucking best, man. It's looking very good. That's what he says.
And then it cuts to Hogan and the NWO kicking David Flair's ass.
Dave Flair says, I am 19 and not a wrestler. So the NWO beat him up.
They have the president's son.
Mr. President, they have your son.
Well, Ric Flair is not happy. And then he calls out Eric Bischoff, of course.
Well, because the NWO spray painted EZE, the letters, on David Flair's back. And Flair says, don't you think I don't know you're the guy behind the scenes, Bischoff? Bischoff said, well, what makes you think that EZE? That's not me.
And Ric Flair says, I will shave your head, dude, and then I will also give you this job if you beat me.
I'll shave my head, too, I guess.
Do you want me to shave heads, brother? Look.
Yeah, Flair challenges him. He says, if you beat me, I want to fight you, and if you beat me, I'll shave my head. And Bischoff says, no thanks, man. And Flair says, okay, I'll shave my head, and I'll give your company back. And Bischoff likes that a lot more.
Well, David Flair offers to fight Bischoff instead.
Look what you did. Look what you did. I'm going to fight you tonight.
And then I guess he wins.
He does win. He beats Bischoff because they shave Bischoff's head. Unless
just the top piece, Hogan style.
Oh, that's a good look for you, dude. Maybe you should get rid of it, though.
Yeah, maybe you shave the rest of it, brother, because it's not going to work with both of us on the show, dude.
Yeah, no way, dude.
Well, unless the house is down, then maybe you can show up and I don't, brother. Maybe keep it for a minute, dude.
That sounds good, brother.
Eric actually looked pretty nice with the buzz cut. It's a good look.
I like it. Yeah,
worked
it's a
out
good look.
pretty
I
well.
like
And
it.
well, Flair says at Super Brawl, you were going to wrestle my ass.
I wrote the same thing. He does say that. You were going to wrestle my ass for the world title. Okay.
Right. Hell yeah. Turn that up. So now it's time for the Thunder intro.
Yes.
Yeah, the music's not memorable.
This intro is awesome, though.
Oh, I love it.
this
It's very
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
The video is very cool. The sound effects are awesome. Follow the same conventions as Nitro, except for it's on the letters instead of the building.
Was this always this intro? Because I don't remember this one, especially the "Welcome to Hollywood" sign at the beginning, and then
No,
like the crazy...
they had a couple of Thunder intros.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's like a big, crazy 3D, and I think it's letters that say Hollywood, and those explode, and then it goes to Thunder. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's his show, brother.
Yeah, of course.
It's like SmackDown. Remember, Thunder was always Hogan's thing.
Oh, The
dude.
Rock
Thunder
show
Lips,
is
dude.
SmackDown. Thunder Lips.
This is my show, brother.
That's where they got it from, brother. It has to have been. Holy fucking shit, Thunder Lips.
I never even thought of that. Yeah, I never even thought of that, but maybe.
Oh my god, that's insane. Yeah, it shows the big Hollywood letters, and then inside of them, like James said, Nitro style, it's shots of them doing like poses and moves inside the letters, and it explodes and goes to the Thunder logo. Very cool. I liked it.
When did that movie come out?
Thunder Lips?
Yeah, Rocky.
Or Rocky?
3?
Is that 3 or is that 2? I think it might be rated as 3.
Shit.
Rocky
Yeah,
3 is
82.
in fucking... No,
82.
Rocky 3 is... 82?
82.
Well, that's... Of course, that's
Well,
what it was
brother,
from.
I think you should name the show Thunder. That is crazy. I've never thought of that.
That's canon to me now.
Yeah, that is to me too.
All right.
And to Tony.
Yeah.
So commentary table tonight is Tony Schiavone, Bobby Heenan, Mike today.
Yes.
They show footage of David Flair getting whipped by a belt by Hogan and the boys at Sold Out.
Yeah, it was David Flair's tag team debut, and it was him teaming with Ric Flair, and then the NWO cuff Ric Flair, hold David Flair down, and Hogan whips him with the weight belt as Flair watches.
Horace Hogan was there.
Was there. Very, make sure you note that he's very bald, dude.
I like that. I think maybe Ed Leslie could do that same thing. Tony Schiavone says something is happening in the back. We go backstage. I love. Okay, first off, something is happening in the back. Nothing's happening in the back. It's just the boys hanging out.
Yeah, he says something's going on. A camera's in the back. Let's go to the back, and they go to the back. It's the NWO B team locker room here. And Stevie Ray is saying, "I'm sick of waiting in these dressing rooms for 5 hours."
6 hours in back room
Nobody's coming to us
with shitty B team.
Nobody's letting us know what's going on, and I'm getting tired of it.
No food back here.
No food.
6 hours.
Stinky wrestlers.
Stinky wrestlers. No food in the back. 6 hours. Fuck you, Horace.
Well, Vincent's here. Vincent is, of course, Virgil, and he's Vincent here in the WCW and in the NWO, and he says to Steve Ray, says, "Where's your shirt, man? Put the shirt on." He hands him an NWO shirt, and Steve Ray throws his, "Forget this shirt, man." And Scott Norton is pissed. He says, "Who the fuck made you boss, Stevie Ray?" And they start arguing.
Scott Norton is on the B team, by the way.
Scott Norton is on the B team, and he has sunglasses on the entire night.
Well, it's very bright in that arena. The bright lights are ruining your show.
He's pissed. He's I guess we should have laid the scene out better here. It's Scott Norton in this room, Stevie Ray, Virgil, Horace Hogan, and Bryan Adams. This is the crux of the show.
Yeah, I mean, they're cooking hot here. I like this already.
The show revolves around these 5 people. So they're arguing. Someone starts banging on the door. And Horace Hogan's yelling, "He's up!" And Bryan Adams, in a very monotone voice, says, "Why are we arguing amongst ourselves? Come on."
Well, he's a calm and collected guy here.
I guess so. Well, Vincent comes back after answering the door, and he has a letter from the boys. So Vincent opens the letter, and he reads it. "Bad weather in Tampa. Be there soon." Horace Hogan is outraged by this.
I just want to make sure everybody understands that they sent a snail mail letter to tell them that the weather is bad in Tampa, and it got same day delivered to the venue.
They couldn't call. They couldn't call or let anyone know. Snail mail letter that they got in hand that they knew about. Well, Horace Hogan's flipping out. He says, bad weather. He said, Brian and me, Brian, you live in Tampa. We flew commercial. You gonna call for that Lear jet? And Brian Adams says, I only flew commercial. I flew coach, middle, smoking. Vincent
smoking on a plane is nuts.
Dude, that is insane. They used to smoke in hospitals, bro.
Recycled smoke air on an airplane is nuts.
Well, that's why these 5 guys are the way they fucking are, because they were in middle smoking seats on coach.
That is so crazy. Wow.
Well, Vincent's trying to be the voice of reason here, or maybe not, brother. He says, well, he might have problems in Tampa, man. Everyone starts yelling at Vincent, says, fuck you, man. They're yelling at him. Then Vincent turns around, climbs up onto a table, and smashes his head into the ceiling. And then they all say, the fuck are you doing? Get down from there. And he gets down. He says, oh, come on, man. I'm one of the founding fathers, man.
Come on, guys. You know me.
That's what it was. Come on, man. Why did he do that? What was he doing? Was he trying to stand up there to make a speech? Or what?
Yeah, he was trying to make sure that everybody saw what he had to say.
Well, he stands on the table, smashes his big, stupid head through the ceiling. They drag him off the table. He said, look, man, I'm one of the founding fathers. Come on, man. Let's pull it together here.
Okay. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together here. Nash definitely wrote this episode like it was an episode of Raw. We have the one recurring segment that happens throughout the show.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
sure.
the matches, we have the town halls in between, and then it culminates into the end angle.
The corporation segment on the show is the NWOB team.
I didn't even realize that until now, but it's very much structured like Raw.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's a good episode. I actually enjoyed it.
I should have kept doing that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the episode. So, we go to Jerry Flynn versus
Jerry Flynn.
Jerry Flynn. He's the kick man. And he's facing off against Disco Inferno, singles action.
I wrote here, Jerry Flynn is hairy with a mullet. This is my kind of guy. And then I wrote, Disco Inferno is a bitch. He is not my kind of guy.
Disco is wearing a NWO red and black shirt.
With the disco ball
he is not in the NWO red and black. This is everybody understands.
No way, dude.
Yeah, I at first I was like, you gotta get this guy the fuck out of here. But I realized that's the angle. The angle is that Disco wants to be a part of the angle is he's a fucking ball licker. They might as well have said that on the fucking commentary booth. Look at this ball licker. He's not a part of the NWO. Get this guy out of here. If you got an NWO shirt, take it off.
You're right. Yeah, that is. I think he kind of did that with the Filthy Animals too, but then he ends up being in that group.
Yeah, he does. And they have some fucking fucked up matches with him too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fucked up matches, this is a crazy match, by the way. Jerry Flynn is like goes from I'm like, I don't know what this fucking dude's deal is. While I'm like, wow, I love Jerry Flynn.
We've talked about Jerry Flynn before.
I don't think so.
We had to. If he's like the opener WCW guy, we talk about him all the time. I feel like. Or maybe I just watch him all the time. Like
maybe you watch him and talk about him to yourself in your head.
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, there's that Jerry Flynn.
There he is. We love him, don't we?
There's that Jerry Flynn. I swear we've talked about this guy.
We probably have, but I
Tony,
really
please.
don't remember. Tony doesn't know.
Jerry Flynn?
Was that sarcastic or not?
God, man.
Jerry Flynn's awesome. I love Jerry
Flynn, yeah. He's fucking Taekwondo master, fucking Terry Flynn. He's mixed martial arts guy.
Hold on, dude. What's his name? Terry Flynn.
Hey, brother, if you try to tell you that one more time, dude, I'm going to have to come here and open your match.
I'm going to have to make Jerry Flynn lose to me, brother.
Terry Flynn.
That would have been even better.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. This guy, he's always in the opener.
Wheel kicks.
Yeah, and like his offense he's fucking speedball Mike Bailey.
he's Glacier without the gimmick.
Yeah, Jerry Flynn.
And Glacier's on the show.
Yeah, you're right, but he's in gimmick, so it's different.
He's speedball. That's crazy. There might be some relation there.
Yeah, it might be actually. Jerry Flynn.
They're both awesome. So.
Yeah.
Disco gyrates on the second rope for about 15 seconds and then hits an elbow drop. He then snapmares Jerry Flynn and then grabs his own nipple and says, ow. I'm not really sure why that happened there. Do you think Disco asked for 7 minutes on this show from Papa Nash?
I think that Nash had an eye for talent and Jerry Flynn was at the top of the card. So I think
put the wrong guy over then.
Oh, well, brother, it's called heat, and you got to get some. The Jerry Flynn got 7 on an opener on a WCW show. That's a W in itself.
Sure,
so,
I'll take that. Sure.
I mean, 7 is a great TV opener match. Like 7 is awesome.
It's a perfect number. Perfect number. Yeah. The crowd was booing Jerry Flynn though. I don't understand why.
They were super into Disco Inferno.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
He got a pop at the end.
He did, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, different time, I guess.
Well, Jerry Flynn goes for a bicycle kick in the corner, which Disco reverses. He moves and hits Jerry Flynn with the Chart Buster Stunner. And then what's that called eventually? It's not Chart Buster. Fuck. We just talked about this.
Last Dance or something.
Last Dance. That's what it is. See, you know stuff.
Yeah, and Jerry Flynn.
I didn't know Jerry Flynn. Jerry Flynn wasn't on that show. He wasn't there.
Fought my bitch, Jerry Flynn.
Well, Disco wins, and then he throws up a W for Wolfpac, perhaps?
You're not in the Wolfpac.
Right.
Blood thinks he's in a Wolfpac. Get him out of here. So we go backstage. Horace and Norton have walkie-talkies, and they're trying to get them to work correctly in front of each other.
This is so fucking great. I love this segment so much.
Norton tells Horace to go wait outside with the walkie, and then Vincent gets on his cell phone to try to call Hogan to understand what's going on.
Scott Norton is reprimanding Horace Hogan right in front of him, saying, check your fucking walkie-talkie. He says, can you hear me on this walkie-talkie? Horace says, yes, I can hear you right next to me. And Scott Norton says, talking to the walkie-talkie. And then he makes him go outside. Scott says, Horace, can you hear me back here? Horace says, I can. Scott says, okay, get back in here. He is impatient. He does not like how much time he had to wait. So he's, come on! He opens the door. He says, get the fuck back in here. You go and wait by the entrance and wait for your uncle, which is Hulk Hogan, of course.
Which, by the way, they never try to negotiate with Horace to call his uncle to get answers. Instead, they have Vincent try to call Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, you're right. Eventually, he does do that. Is that because I think it's a 2-seg B-team locker room seg, too.
It is 2-seg.
Yeah, so Brian, he says, go fucking wait for your uncle, Hollywood, and then Brian asks, Woody, go with the Woodman. And Brian asks, walkie-talkies, and Stevie Ray says, I'm flabbergasted. And then we go back to the NWO B-Team locker room. Stevie says this B-Team crap is getting old. Vince says, we ain't the B-Team, man. We got to pull it together. He said, Vincent's 4 lines for the whole show is, we got to pull it together. Come on, man. We got to pull it together, please.
Yeah, I mean, he hits those lines crazy.
He does it great, yeah. Stevie
says,
Vincent says, he looks at Stevie and says, you want me to call him? I got all the numbers. Stevie says, you got their numbers. Vincent says, yeah, I got all of them. Hulks, Kevin, Scott. Brian Adams looks at him and says, you got him on the internet. He says, I got him on speed dial too. He calls him. He says, hey, Hollywood. He goes to voicemail. He's all right, let me call Kevin. Stevie says, man, how you call someone that fast? You ain't got nobody's number. Vincent says, speed dial. Man. All in the background, Horace Hogan walkie-talkies to Scott Norton and says, the big red and black limo is here. And Vince says, oh, look, they're here, man. Show some love, man. Go. Come on. Well, let's go. Let's go. Stevie says, I'm not fucking going. I'm not going anywhere. So they all decide not to go except for Horace Hogan. Horace Hogan is the only one because he's still out there waiting at the entrance for the limo.
Which should be fine because that is his uncle. Everything should
Uncle
be
Terry.
It should be fine. Everything should be okay here. Well, limo pulls up and Horace, just walks up. I mean, everything should be fine, right?
An insane way to greet somebody in a limo, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He walks up to the limo, and then the window comes down, and then Horace sticks his head in the window. Hey!
The fuck are you doing?
Well, he gets the shit punched out of him. He falls back out of the limo door. Out comes Ric Flair and the 4 Horsemen, and they whoop his fucking ass, mafia style.
This is insane. They stomp him out, one by one, filing out of this limo, all putting the boots to Horace. Flair starts walking away so the camera follows him, but in the background, you can see Mongo beating Horace with a vacuum.
Yeah, they got Mongo, Benoit, fucking Dean,
Malenko,
yeah, all of them are back there whooping the dog shit. I got Arn back there putting the boots to fucking Horace Hogan.
They rip his shirt off.
Yeah, this is a 4 Horsemen beatdown, man. These guys were so over in WCW.
And I feel like Nash probably was directing this and said, keep going. keep
the shot. Keep the shot.
Yeah, don't leave. Stop him out more. You don't stop until I tell you.
The visual of Ric Flair walking away as the Horsemen are still behind him, beating the hell out of Horace Hogan is so good.
They go back to the fight.
So now it's time for the Ric Flair Town Hall.
Oh my, Ric Flair is here. Mean Gene introduces him as Mr. President Ric Flair. And
of the world.
Mean of the world. Mean. Woo. By God. We're in Hoosier country tonight. Woo. Mean Gene says a lot of business to discuss tonight. It's you and Hogan at Super Brawl. And Flair says, this is a crazy way to say I'm going to cut a promo. He says, before I customize 5 minutes on Hulk Hogan. Customize 5 minutes. Okay. I want to talk to Scott Hall and Big Sexy Kevin Nash. He says, you two were unofficially and officially NWO officially the World Tag Team Champions as of right now, officially you're not. What?
No, that's right. That's right. It's cooking.
Flair says they're going to have a tournament to decide the real World Tag Champions, and the real World Tag Champions will be WCW Tag Champions, and the finals will be at Super Brawl.
Yeah, not shitty NWO champions, WCW champions.
And Mean Gene says, listen, we talked about it on John Boy and Billy. I remember John Boy and Billy.
Yes,
I don't remember
indeed.
Jerry Flynn, though.
The John Boy and Billy fucking radio show.
Yeah. And Flair says,
get your John Boy and Billy sandwich at Highway 55. Get a John Boy and Billy sandwich.
Oh my God, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Holy
don't forget that.
How do you remember that?
Because I lived this life that I live.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
I see this with my eyes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, Flair says, Hulk, Hot Lips, Thunder Lips, Hollywood, President, whatever it is, you want to be known as, I'm talking to you, the man, who for 20 years, by the grace of God, has kept me and a lot of other great talent in your shadow. Make no mistake, when I was in Garden City, Kansas, wrestling Rufus Jones for an hour, you were in Madison Square Garden for all the money. The difference is I was the world champion, and you were a man on fourth before intermission, beating the crowd to get a cold beer, pal. I was putting in time. I was with Race, Briscoe, Funk, Kaniski, Sting, Luger. I was with the boys that had to walk the real aisle. You, my friend, were carrying Dolly Parton to the Oscars, and God bless you. You were making movies with Stallone. You became bigger than life commodity. For that, I give you your due. But as a wrestler, you can't now and never could carry my jockstrap, pal. And Mean Gene looks at the camera.
By the way, no one wants to be that no more. By the way, everyone wants the other
Hogan part.
Yeah, so like you can't even cut this promo anymore because no one wants to fucking hit the road or be a wrestler's wrestler. Everyone just wants to do the other side. So
this is a great fucking promo.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give it to these old timers, man. This is a completely lost art. Like no one's going out there and talking business to the door like this. Like
no way.
Completely fucking lost art. Yeah, 100%.
No way.
And they probably didn't tell him shit. They probably said just go out there and just fucking talk.
Nash said go out there and fucking talk shit about Hogan.
Yeah, you got 10. Sell the match for the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Mean Gene looks at the camera and he says, pretty heavy. Well, Flair says you whipped my 19-year-old, one of my four. He says one of my 4 children, and to represent 4, he puts up the 4 Horsemen hand.
That's beast.
On the 21st of February, you and I, not the NWO, not WCW, but you and I will establish just who is really the one and the world champion. He says, look around, Hogan. You think Jericho grew up wanting to be you or me? Oof. You think Chavito wanted to go upside down or go like this and do the Hogan ear pose? I was like, holy shit. He's
cooking. He's fucking firing his ass up. This is beast.
Then someone in the front row must have said something out of pocket to him because he points to them in the front row and says, if you got a problem with the pal, I'll take your wife and make a woman out of her. What?
Wow. Wow. That's my line.
That's my line.
Yeah, nah, he's cooking, man. He's killing it.
Flair says, Hogan, train to have the hardest match of your life because I know that in 90 days I could be gone, but right now I'm calling this shot and I'm telling you, 2 men walk the aisle, 2 enter the ring, and 1 leaves at Super Brawl 99. Oh, woo! This is awesome.
He just sold 50,000 barriers.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, what a beast here. The idea of the match being, it probably wasn't when they fucking made the match, but they made it that. Flair's reputation versus Hogan's fame is such a good tagline for this fucking match, and
especially for Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, this is very, very well done. Flair is at this time, like Flair was like an invaluable asset to.
He's untouchable.
Yeah, to this company. It's actually, I believe that's why he's president of the world, actually, because he taught his way into that position. Yeah, man, he cooked his ass, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, shut up. So we go backstage. NWO are picking up Horace Hogan, from the ground after his ass whooping, big style.
So he gets his ass whooped. Ric Flair cuts a 10-minute promo, and he's still laid out there.
I mean, he got hit with a vacuum beast style.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, but said Hogan says that the Horsemen are in the house. That's what Horace says. He says, "The Horsemen in the house.
Horsemen in the house." Yeah,
Horsemen in the house.
Scott says, "Where's your walkie-talkie? Why didn't you call me?" All the while, they're trying to help him out. Vincent's trying to force Horace Hogan to put an NWO shirt on.
Someone get him a shirt.
Brian says, "Who cares about the shirt?" Vince says, "He's got to represent. He's got to represent." And then they walk Horace to a doctor.
It then shows a recap that Perry Saturn has to wear a dress anytime he is in a WCW arena, not just once after losing to Chris Jericho.
Yeah, he lost to him. what pay-per-view was it? Was it whatever the last? Oh, Sold Out. Sold Out was what it was.
Sold Out.
He was supposed to wear it. He thought it was for one night only, but he found out differently the next night because on Monday on Nitro, Jericho told JJ Dillon that the contract says he must wear it at all times, and he says, "Do your job, JoJo. Make him wear the dress." He keeps calling JJ JoJo. Perry Saturn walks up and he says, "JJ, what's he crying about?" And JJ says, "I should have read this closer, but you got to wear this fucking dress." All the while, Jericho's still screaming in the back, "Do your job, JoJo." You can also hear Dave Penzer counting down for the crowd to start cheering because they're about to come back.
Well, now it's time for Perry Saturn versus Al Green.
This is a guy I know. I know this guy. I don't gotta worry. Al Greeny.
Saturn comes down the ramp here for this match, and he says, "Life is a drag."
Ah, I see. I get it. Okay.
And he said he's brawless.
Oh, shit.
Which is right.
He looked good. I thought he looked good. What do you think of Perry Saturn's song?
I don't even remember it. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's like always a song.
But I think it was originally just that, but now it has like at least some tune to it. There's a couple guitars in there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even pay attention to it.
So you know you know what happens with Al Greeny, right?
No, what happened to Al Green?
He becomes the dog in WCW, and he
that match they had.
Yes, he's in a team with Brian Knobbs, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
And Finley.
Yeah, they have the
hardcore match. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that one, but I've seen it.
He is in that one. Yes, that's on the Patreon.
Al Green, huh? Al Green lifts up Perry Saturn's dress and slaps his ass, and then says, "Oh yeah!" And by the way, Saturn super kicks him and then suplexes him and then lariats him. The ass slap super kick is the comeback for Perry Saturn. Al Green gets heat on him, and then Saturn comebacks with the ass slap super kick.
That is awesome. They lock up before the Saturn shit, even like his entrance lights and music is still going. They lock up, the bell doesn't even ring. They're just going.
We got time. We got to get some time in this match, man.
You're right.
Saturn 10 punches him with the dress over his head, which
crazy.
He's really taking the most he can out of this, which is cool. Which is his career in general, really. He does that with everything he ever does.
You're right. He anything they gave him, he fucking did. Fucking Moppy.
Yeah, I don't even know. That takes a special person to get that over.
How did that even get over? Yeah.
Yeah, really. And I was a huge fan of that. I think it's because of the SmackDown game where you could go into the audience and grab the Moppy.
You grab Moppy from the crowd. Yeah. I think that's just bringing, because there's also an angle, I think, where you talk to Perry Saturn and he's just asking about Moppy in one of those, maybe the European title path or something. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. And then Perry Saturn also does a taunt here that I think is in Backstage Assault or Mayhem or one of those fucking WCW games, and I never knew what it was from, but it's from this. He where he pops he pulls the bottom of the dress up and kind of flashes you. That's in the game.
Is it in the game? I didn't even.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Wow. Okay. Wow, that's weird. He doesn't have the dress in the game though.
He does not. No.
So it's just okay. Well, I respect that they kept it to the point. So. Saturn goes up top, hits the Alabama Jam. It signals for the DVD, hits the DVD, and wins the match.
What is the signal for the DVD?
I forgot. I just read out his signals for the DVD.
It's the Perry Saturn pose. The rich.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought he was gonna go for the Rings of Saturn.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I say he signals for the DVD, because in my head I was like, you did it. That was the fucking Rings of Saturn, but whatever.
Yeah, he did the Perry Saturn pose, which everyone steals eventually.
Yeah, sure. Right. Yeah. What the fuck?
The wristwatch.
Yeah. Over his head though. Oh. For
yes,
the rings of force.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had it locked in, man. Yeah, Death Valley. So we go to a pre-tape, which, of course...
No, this is non-canon. We're going to skip this.
Indeed. It shows a recap of Raven at his mom's place with Canyon.
No, come on, man.
I think we watched this one.
We watched something like this.
Or Canyon
I don't
fucking bumps in the pool.
I think so. We watched that, right? Or is that just something we know?
Yeah, maybe we just know that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's recapping all the things of Raven at his house. He's been going through therapy with his mom. And Raven is at his house, and his very nice, big fucking house. His mom dresses super nice, and Raven's, Raven. His mom's trying to make him take his jacket off, and that, you got a jacket, take it off.
His mom was right. Take the jacket off.
She asks if he wants a ham sandwich. He does not want a ham sandwich. She says, I'll put some chocolate in your milk. Raven says, Mom. He's like Cartman, actually, is what Raven is here. He does not want to deal with.
You know what's crazy is that. There's two. So Raven did the "What about me? What about Raven" stuff.
Yes,
he did that in ECW.
Yes,
but in
WWF too.
He did it in WCW for a minute too, until I think Goldberg whooped his fucking ass to shit.
I think this might be after that.
It is. That's what I'm saying. But he did the gimmick up until then.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. What about me? What about Raven? Yeah.
The second iteration of this was that. What about me? What about Raven? Is because he's a rich baby mama's boy, whiny bastard. Not any other iteration they ever did.
Held down.
No, none of that shit. Not like getting opportunity. Is because he's a rich, spoiled little baby bitch.
Yeah,
that's what they thought. That's what they thought WCW. And the craziest part is. All of his friends are fucking rich. The Sandman is rich.
Sandman is rich.
Everyone at EC. This is an alternate universe where everyone at ECW is actually whiny bitches.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And they're fucking whiny and they're shitty and they're in golf outfits.
Yeah, dude, they show that there. They show saying like Raven's outside and his family's like his mom and his grandma and his aunt or whatever. They're all out there. Maybe his sister, I don't know. But Sandman is there, hardcore hack in a fucking golf shirt, telling his mom it's gonna be okay. He's it's fine, it's okay. We're gonna be okay here. And then Hack and Hack and Raven are in Raven's house, walking through his house, and Hack says, "Come on, Scotty, it's your mom. You don't gotta disrespect her like that." And Raven says, "Shut up, Jim."
Shut up, Jim.
Dropping shoot names and all. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, this is, I guess I didn't even think of it. Like, I've seen this a million times. I didn't think about it. The idea of the alternate universe here is that everyone at ECW is rich, whitey bastards instead of poor, fucking struggling, trying to make it out the fucking...
Misfits.
Yeah. Instead, they are rich, whiny bastards in golf outfits. It's crazy. They have Samuel Lily there. And he goes, "Shut up, Jim." Crazy.
Well, the segment ends with Raven looking for something in a closet, and he finds 8x10s of Roddy Piper, which was supposed to lead to like a big angle with Raven and Roddy Piper, and it does not lead to that. In fact, it leads to him leaving.
Gotta go. Leads to him winning the ECW Tag Team titles.
I think, you're right. He goes, which is a huge fucking pop when he comes back too.
Yeah, dude. And you know what's even crazier is that eventually it leads to Tommy accepting Raven, which is for ECW is a very fucking big moment. Tommy accepting Raven.
Yeah, Raven's last thing in ECW before he goes here is he finally loses to Dreamer. And then he comes back and they're like, he finally accepts him. Yeah. Well, okay, so Raven from here, by the way, so they do the vignettes at his fucking house of his childhood home where he had an upper-class life. He then teams with Perry Saturn to win the WCW tag titles at Slamboree 99. And then he joins Vampiro and the Insane Clown Posse in the Deadpool group. And then in a backstage meeting in August 99, which involved every contracted WCW wrestler, Eric Bischoff offered anyone their release right there and then. Raven was the only one to stand up and walk out, and then he got his release and went back to ECW. He teams with Dreamer. They win the tag titles. They lose the belts and feud again, and then Raven and Mike Awesome win the tag titles from Tanaka and Dreamer in March 2000.
Okay.
And then they drop them to the Impact Players of Living Dangerously.
Yeah, Living Dangerously actually is just Mike Awesome versus Kid Cash. Somehow they...
Oh, okay, sure.
Somehow they went from, we're about to do fucking Rob Van Dam and Mike Awesome to you have a match with Kid Cash. That is crazy.
Kid Cash was over, but Dude,
it was a fourth match on an 11-match card. He's the world
heavyweight champion. That's a good spot, brother. I like that spot. I like fourth from the top, brother.
Yeah, because then I can leave right after and I can do my movie premiere, dude.
Fucking hell.
All right, so now it's time for Glacier versus Kenny Chaos.
Kenny Chaos. What'd you know about? Talk to me about Kenny Chaos.
Danger, high voltage.
High voltage.
Kenny Chaos.
Crazy. His fucking theme song's an alarm clock.
Want to have high voltage.
With?
I don't know the other guy's name.
Is it fucking like Rage or something?
Yeah, probably.
What's his partner?
Fuck. Probably Big Electricity is his team.
Big Electricity. Who the fuck was in High Voltage? It was Kenny Robbie Rage. I was close. There we go.
Robert Rage.
Robbie Rage.
Kenny Chaos. Well, Kenny Chaos is getting built up pretty big here.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big man, singlet, can barely move. I'm on board with this already. I like that Kenny Chaos High Voltage.
Glacier's a taunt spammer.
Yeah, he is a taunt spammer, and he also just looks like a dad. He just looks like a dad. How do I explain it?
Kenny Chaos looks like Hugh Morris if he went to the gym once.
Glacier definitely looks like a little league coach. Like he looks like a guy that'd be like super nice. Like he might even have like a Gatorade or something when you come back from getting struck out.
Sucks.
Get struck out and Glacier's there with a Gatorade for you. Yeah. Here, man, you can get soda base. All right.
So how far into Glacier's run even is this? Because this feels like they've already given up on Glacier.
He's got a big match tonight. I mean, don't High Voltage become the tag champs soon?
No way. They never get those.
Oh, man. Well,
there's no way, right?
I thought a guy like me, I was thinking Kenny Chaos is going to be the future of the biz. I was looking forward to it.
I don't remember this at all. Glacier eventually... it says on August 19th, he made his first televised appearance in 6 months, this time on Thunder in the first several promos as Coach Buzz Stern.
Oh, so he took over the Little League coach.
He's going right. He's going exactly what you were talking about. That's exactly right.
Me and Kevin Nash got the same eye for
dude, I genuinely... Okay, yeah, so he does just turn into a fucking dude eventually.
Little League coach. That's what it's all about.
Okay, yeah, great. Okay, yeah, well, it's like Kenny Chaos.
Yeah, Kenny Chaos got that goddamn springboard clothesline.
He does a lot. He does the wasteland. He does the second rope leg drop. Glacier's taunt spams mid-match, and then Kenny Chaos fucks him up. And then Kenny throws Glacier into the buckle, and Glacier feeds out way too early and gets clocked in his head with a clothesline. This is kind of brutal. And then
Kenny Chaos is working stepbrother because he's got a big run coming up.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does because
maybe somebody told him he does, but he doesn't.
He has a huge run coming up. Come on, man, Kenny Chaos.
There's no way he has
sounds like a fucking TW character or something.
Wait, he does win the tag title.
Yeah, I knew that shit. Kenny Chaos got the big run. Hell yeah.
When the fuck?
Come on,
was
brother.
This?
Look at him.
No. Dude, who do you think he had the tag title with?
Glacier.
No.
It had to be Robert Chaos.
No.
Bobby eating the pussy.
He's mentioned, but no.
I don't know. I'm out.
He does team with Bobby eating the pussy, though. He starts teaming with him because he does team with him after his tag champion partner is injured, who is Rick Steiner.
He wins it with Rick Steiner?
He does, yeah.
He's like the new Scotty Chaos?
Kenny Steiner.
What the fuck? Change his name a little bit, be all right.
Yeah, wow. I cannot fucking believe that. That's insane. Wow, okay. Kenny Chaos did a lot more than I thought. Kenny Chaos and
Bobby eating the pussy was probably like premier tag. This is my universe. Kenny Chaos and Bobby eating the pussy were getting a fucking run. He already did the second rope Alabama Jam. Kenny Chaos is halfway there, man. God damn.
You're right. Wow. Well, sorry, it doesn't work out too hot for him.
Well, he won it. I mean, he won the belts.
He did win a title.
How many people can really say that? You know what I mean? Like that's
probably a decent amount.
No, I don't think so. I don't think many people can say that. I mean,
I could say that if I wanted to. I could lie.
Yeah. Well, Shawn Michaels would. I tell you that, brother.
Dude, Kenny Chaos' run is 4 years, 95 to 99. I guess.
Yeah, they were a big Saturday night team. I bet.
Holy shit! Wow, he debuts in 95, retires in 99. He knew he said, "I win tag title, and that's all I need to do."
He had that Joshi run. He came out. He got a belt, and that's works for him, brother.
Joshi run. That's crazy.
I'm out of here, dude.
Okay,
got the team with his boy Bobby eating the pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you ask for? That's a hell of a run.
Well, Kenny Chaos does win this match with a springboard clothesline.
Yeah, Kenny Chaos probably had that run. He fucking probably talks about it to this day. He's probably brings out what he's drinking. He's like, you're on fucking TV, Kenny. He said, I do fucking remember that. And I was fucking tag champ, WCW.
He brings it up to his boys in New Hampshire as he tries to give a shout out here.
That's true. That's how I knew this guy was fucking down. That's how he was basis out. He looks at the rumor and he goes, shout out my boys in New Hampshire. Yeah. You know, we out here, we about to really take. They cuts him off.
Yeah, Hampton, New Hampshire. Yeah, cuts him off and Shivani throw it to the NWO locker room once again, of course.
Dude, Kenny Chaos, man. This is the guy, man. I'm telling you.
It wasn't.
Big man singlet, barely moves, fucking tattoo on the arm. I knew he was up next. And like Kenny Chaos, I know you had a fun run. Like that's the type of shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of shit you bring up later on in like 20 years down the line.
With the boys?
With the boys. Where Kenny Chaos, they're probably like working construction. So you remember when you were on fucking TV, Kenny? And he goes, you damn right.
I was with Rick.
Me and Bobby got that goddamn hella run Saturday night.
He also teamed with Prince Ikea.
Yeah, that's what it's all about right there. Got Bobby Duncombe Jr. and that run, Bobby Duncombe. I know that shit was hot. So shout out Kenny Chaos, man. Shout out New Hampshire. Last match was
against Lash LaRue, by the way.
Kenny Chaos was billed from Alaska, but shout out New Hampshire. We're out here.
Fuck, you're right.
I don't know.
That New Hampshire boys. That's what I do too. Shouts out Massachusetts.
Thank
you, Deb. Shouts out.
Backstage, Vincent convinces everyone that they should go after the Horsemen right now.
He's like, come on. He's trying to fire everyone up. Stevie Ray on the walkie-talkie in the room says, breaker, Horace Hogan, are you okay? And Horace Hogan says, come on, man, I'm in the room. What's wrong with you, bro? Vincent keeps saying, let's get it done. Let's go get him. Come on, Horace, you can walk. Let's go fucking get him. Hurry up. We got to fight. We got to fight now. Don't wait for me. I'll be there. Just go. So all the boys leave the room except for Vincent, who...
This is so crazy.
Who they leave the room. And he says, since they're gone, I'm gonna see how good I look. And he lifts his shirt up and he shows his stomach, which he does. You look good. But then he takes his white NWO shirt off to reveal his red Wolfpac NWO shirt.
The weight of the Monday Night Wars has been shifted.
How can he do this?
This is so absurd. This guy, dude, this shit is so crazy. He reveals his shirt and then they go to the next segment. And he's just standing there in the middle of a bunch of fucking NWO black and white shirts with a red and black shirt on. Everyone in the room is going, what the fuck are you wearing?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. The B team come to the ring. Horace Hogan obviously is fucked up from the Horsemen jumping him. And then Vincent eventually follows them after they're all in the ring. And they all turn around, and as James said, and he points at them and says, what the fuck are you fucking wearing? What are you wearing?
Hey, don't worry about that. Do not worry about that.
Well, Vincent takes the mic and says, yo, stop the music here. I don't know why he has that accent. That's fucking weird. It's okay, Horseman. You're so bad you like to jump on people, huh? Well, they don't have a tag team tournament without the black and white representing? No way. I'm entering into the tournament. It's going to be Brian Adams and Horace Hogan.
Oh, my God.
I'm entering the tournament.
Fucking crazy over here.
What the fuck? And he says, and Horseman, you want to jump on people, huh? You want to throw your weight around. Well, I challenge you, Horseman, to a 6-man. And in the 6-man, we're going to be represented by Big Scott Norton and Stevie Ray and yours truly, Vincent. And Scott Norton walks up and he says, what are you, nuts, man? They're all yelling at Vincent. And Vincent, don't worry about it, man. And they're all yelling about his shirt. He says, the shirt don't mean nothing anyway, so Horseman, you want it? We're going to give it to you. Trash cans, vacuum cleaners, name it. You want to fight, we're going to bring it to you. And then they play the NWO music. Everyone's confused and angry.
The shirt doesn't mean anything. The entire gimmick is the shirt. You just had a whole segment with the shirt.
No, it doesn't mean nothing. Anyway, Horseman. Anyway, Horseman.
Well, now it's time for Norman Smiley versus Booker T.
This is awesome.
Ace booking, dude. From what I understand, commentary told us that they're both on a little run right now. So
yeah, that's and Norman is very slowly swiping his hand in front of him to do a very slow wiggle on the way out. By the way, James, you can meet the Nitro girls at the Drug Emporium tomorrow morning.
Booyah! And I'm finna get with you.
Dude, Booker is so cool. He comes out, he looks at the camera, he says, we're going to hurt somebody in this mug. OGB, can you dig? I said, oh, yeah, I can. God damn it, yes, I can.
He's like one of the best ever, man. Easy, right?
Awesome.
Top 5, top 10, easy.
Dude, his WCW not main event run is actually insanely underrated.
Well, both guys are on a winning streak here, and we're going to see which one is going to come out on top. This is WCW, so of course neither do. So, interesting match though. They had a little bit of fun here, and
it's cool.
You know, Norman got some stuff in, Booker got some stuff in. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff here.
Shivani is getting yelled at by Bobby Heenan over the pronunciation of Norman's name. I guess it is Norman Smiley.
No, it's not. And they fucking dude. The whole time they did this, I was like, you guys gotta stop doing this. These guys are trying to. They're trying to cook here. Yeah, they're trying to cook here, man. Come on.
Yeah, knock it off, you two. Norman is doing all. See, so I think Norman is a heel here. That's right?
Yeah, I think so.
But he's doing all of the Norman things. Like, he's backing his ass up on the ref. The crowd is popping for everything he does. He teases the big wiggle, and the crowd boos when he doesn't do the big wiggle. I'm like, holy shit, this is like super over. I guess this is why they turn him, because it got too over.
Yeah, probably, really. I mean, and honestly, it's crazy to me that, like, how many gimmicks were over back then of just guys dancing.
Disco Inferno, yeah,
Alex
you're
Wright.
right.
There's a lot of over gimmicks that were just dancing. But yeah, I mean, the match was hot, and there was a weird spot though here. They go to the outside, and Norman's like selling on the outside, and a guy in the crowd just rubs the top of his head for a super long time. Crazy long time.
It was super weird. You're right. Yeah. I don't know why that happened. Well, Norman is back in the ring. He does the big wiggle in the middle. See, the big wiggle this time is just a taunt. It's not him fucking you in your ass yet.
That's right.
We haven't gotten to that point. So he's doing the big wiggle in the middle. I can't find. He's wiggling doing the wiggle. He's wiggling in the middle of a wing.
In the WCW ring.
We gotta film those at the show. He's wiggling in the middle of the wing. He does the big wiggle in the middle of the ring, and then he slowly starts, like, he's taunt spamming, doing the wiggle, getting closer and closer to Booker.
It's a spirit gauge. It's filling up, and soon you will get wiggled.
Well, Booker counters an Irish whip. He fucking power slams him. Huge pop. Oh, Norman Smiley does the fucking smooth sailing fucking body slam.
Oh, hell yeah.
And is insane looking. He, like, this is a strong son
really
of a bitch,
gets there
dude.
with it.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Booker hits the axe kick. He goes for the Harlem Hangover, but Norman bails out of the ring. And he starts walking up the ramp, and he yells, "You can't beat me!" And then he shakes his ass and leaves. And then Booker wins by count out.
Hey, come back.
You can't beat me. I'm leaving. That's fucking awesome.
Well,
okay.
yeah, well, Booker wins.
But he didn't beat him. He beat the system.
Indeed. Well, you know.
Oh, my.
Well. No, I just want to say I thought it was very cool that we got Booker. I mean, at the end, got all his shit at Power Slam and fucking sidekick, 110th Street Slam. We just talked about that the other day.
Yes, you're right.
110th Street Slam.
I was hoping he hit the Hangover, but
no dice
right now.
Maybe at the pay-per-view or something.
Gotta save it. You're right. Not for Thunder. Thunder's a shitty show, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly, it always has been, or maybe not. I mean, we don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, just small things with these guys. They were able to take stuff that, probably for whatever it's worth, probably shouldn't be over, but it was for them. Like the body slam, smooth sailing body slam was awesome. Booker's body slam was awesome too, where he like jumped up as he slammed you and did the fucking taunt after he body slammed you. Just
and
small things.
Spine buster.
Yeah, that shit was awesome. Yeah, that's the 110th Street Slam.
Right, yeah, that's right. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, and he had a name for it, like, because that move is fucked up and it looked like it hurt like a bitch, so it probably should have a name.
They don't call that in WWE, do they?
No, they never called it that.
It's just Spine Buster.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they said too many names. You got too many names.
Too many names, and I agree with them. It's fine.
You're right. I agree. They made a good idea.
You can take that one.
So now pre-tape recap of Scott Steiner last week. Which, by the way, we're in the middle of an angle where Scott Steiner is harassing Kimberly Page to get to DDP.
Is this like freshly new Big Papa Pump? Because this feels like he still hasn't fully gotten there yet.
I mean, he definitely hasn't gone off the rails, it doesn't seem like just yet.
He's getting there, though. This is pretty close.
Yeah. Cut the music, stop dancing, because Big Papa Pump is looking for some romance. Oh shit! And now he's harassing the Nitro Girls. He just interrupts the Nitro Girls segment. You want to be with a real man, baby?
They're doing their job.
You want to be with a real man?
Yeah.
I seen your man, Kimberly. I seen your man, and I beat your man like a dog.
Was there a match that if Steiner beats DDP gets Kimberly or something? Because that's what he made it feel like.
I think he's just harassing. He was Kimberly. I hear you.
So as James is saying, that is on the stage as the Nitro Girls are doing their job.
Yeah, so it's just a recap of Nitro, and Nitro Girls are out, and Steiner comes out, and he's just trying to get with one of the ladies. You want to be with a real man? You know what I'm saying? With a real man? I seen your man. I beat your man like a
I beat your man like a dog. That's awesome.
That is fucking... Dude, I love this segment.
Well, it doesn't end there.
No, Steiner goes and finds Kimberly. Actually goes to the Nitro Girls locker room first.
He goes in the room.
He's like, hey, we're going to put a fucking real man.
You got a great body. I got a great body. Me and you got to be together.
I look for romance.
I wrestled your husband so I could be with you. What?
He like follows like Kimberly into like, it looked like the bathroom at first, but I think it's just her own locker room or something.
That's the women's bathroom. They say it.
Oh, it is the women's bathroom.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. You put the fucking real man in the bathroom.
He says, I got the biggest body and she needs me.
Hey, I hear. Hey, you stole my line. Hey, give me that back.
You subconsciously got it from Scotty.
Yeah, you're probably right. Steiner.
So yeah, he finds her in the ladies' bathroom. He says, we need to talk. Your old man's in Vegas, and you're telling me he ain't screwing around on you. I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime. The other girls are jealous of me, and I'm giving it to you. I wrestled your old man, and I beat him for you.
Beat him like a dog.
And then security comes in and says, Scott, you got to get out of here, man. The ladies' bathroom, you have to get the fuck out of here. And Scott says, whoa. Me and her need to be alone. You guys do your job. This isn't your job.
Are you spying on us?
This isn't your job.
Scott's in the public bathroom harassing Kimberly Page DDP's wife.
Bathroom.
I beat your man like a dog. The way that you said that line was crazy. Scott had a very good cadence on his sentences.
It's a fucked up story. But yeah, I got the biggest body and she needs me.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, Scott was good at those.
He was.
And then, of course, DDP is not so much as good as Scott Steiner, so we'll get that later.
Is bad.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe Kimberly Page does you a fucking real man. That's what he's trying to tell you. How you gonna know till you fucking ride the ride? You know, come on, baby.
Might have a point here.
And these room is. So now we have we go from that to Bryan Adams and Horace Hogan versus Chavito and Kidman.
Oh, and here we go. We got an update here. This is the Deadlock plus 10 of the night. Holy shit, this match is awesome.
Come on, this is a round one match in the World Tag Team Tournament.
Jesus Christ, they do fucking nothing the whole fucking time.
Horace has a single on it that says H-bomb.
Dude, what's wrong with this fucking guy?
He wrestles in the chain. Horace is literally my character in my career, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you're
right.
Singlet
chain, fucking doing nothing, winning matches.
Insane, dude. Yeah, Heenan
awesome.
says, "Oh, Chava's got a new horse," and he says, "Oh, that's Kidman." And Shivani says, "That's not funny."
Yeah, Shivani, they were arguing the whole time here. Actually,
yeah.
Shivani says, "We gotta take a break." Heenan says, "Well, they didn't tell me." Shivani says, "Well, they don't need to tell you." And then right as they go to the black screen, he says, "Oh, they told me." And Shivani says, "No, they did not."
And then they come back, and Heenan says, "Oh, we're back." And Shivani says, "Oh, they tell you that?" And he says, "Mm-hmm."
They were getting like progressively pissed off at each other throughout the night.
They didn't want to work Nitro, or Thunder. They didn't want to work Thunder. Thunder sucks.
The Thunder sucks, or did I don't know.
Or not. Maybe not.
But anyways, the screen randomly starts flashing teal for some reason. I guess I'm gonna assume the tape machines got fucked up over time or something.
Tape machine's still rolling. Don't worry about it.
Chavito and Horace they get a back body drop into a sunset flip spot running. But Chavito, it said flips over completely, and then it's a drop kick. I thought that was actually pretty all right.
The crowd was hot for Chavo and Kidman's
comeback
offense. Yeah.
They were not so hot for the finish. This
is so confusing, this finish. Because I'll have a question. So tell them the finish, and I'll ask a question.
I thought it was a very straightforward finish. So crowd is hot for the Kidman and Chavo comeback. My boy Vincent, he's either in the NWO black and white or he is in the NWO red and black. We don't know. Well, he gets in the ring. He has a slapjack. And he hits Kidman in the back of the head with it, big style. The ref goes, "Whoa, what was that?"
Stevie Ray is distracted, argued with him, of course.
The ref, I swear to God, I might remember this wrong. I swear the ref being in clear view of seeing the slapjack to the back of the head.
I think he sees it and then turns to argue with Stevie Ray to pretend he didn't see it. Yes,
I might be remembering it wrong, but either way, he slaps the shit out of Kidman with the fucking slapjack.
So the
Bryan Adams, by the way, wins. I just want to make sure we understand that Bryan Adams is the one that got the win.
I trust me. I saw that.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for letting me know. So the issue I had here, James, was not with the slapjack, not even the referee. So Vincent gets in the ring. Chavo ducks the slapjack. Kidman gets hit in the back of the head with it, which leads to Chavo house show diving out of the ring onto Scott Norton. Why did he not just turn around and clock Vincent or help? What is he doing?
Because, brother, he might be in the black and red, or he might be in the black and white, brother. He could be in none of those. He could be in the green and white and red or whatever.
Not that either.
He could be hey, brother, you don't know that. It's planting the seeds.
Well, it's fucking.
He could be in the NWO Japan. You know, that's an option.
I guess he could.
Yeah,
I was very confused by fucking Chavo here. I was more upset with him than Bryan Adams getting the pin.
I was about to say, well, I mean, it brought it back around. Bryan Adams with a big W, bringing it home for the home team. I can't believe that Chavito and Kidman could not beat Bryan Adams and Horace Hogan.
I actually am super surprised they didn't win.
Yeah, that's like
they
crazy.
Would definitely win.
Well, they're setting up for the big Kenny Chaos and Bobby Eaton the Pussy run they got coming up. That is the true saviors of WCW.
They never win the title. Sorry.
Well, they could have, and I think it would have been great. If Kevin Nash done the book, things might have been different.
Yeah, you're right. If he booked more than one Thunder, I think they would have it on Thunder.
Yeah, it would have been hot too. Shit would have been crazy. That would have said.
Vincent looks into the camera and says, "There's a fight coming, Horseman." All the while Stevie Ray says, "What are you doing with my slapjack?"
Where did you get that slapjack? So we go backstage and Stevie Ray says, "You stole my slapjack."
Hey, where'd you get my slapjack from? And Vincent says, "I got it from your bag." Stevie says, "What are you doing with my bag?"
Dude, he said it just like that, by the way. He said, "Where'd you get my slapjack?" "I took it out of your bag."
"What are you doing with my bag?" He said, "Well, you forgot the slapjack. I knew you'd forget it." He said, "Hey, brother, that's my slapjack." And Vincent, of course, says, "Come on, man. Come on. We're together. Come on, bro. Come on, guy. Come on now." Bryan Adams, trying to be the voice of reason, says, "You know you shouldn't go in his bag, man." And Vincent's reasoning was, "Well, you know Steve would have forgot it." Steve.
That's right.
And Stevie then says, "I just want to know one thing. What is with the shirt?" Vincent
Because
says, "Man,
he is still wearing in a crowd of black and white NWO shirts. He is in the red and black shirt.
even during the run-in, he was
Still in this red shirt, the Wolfpac shirt."
He says, "Man, a shirt is a shirt. I was going to the ring, and a kid asked, 'Can I have a shirt?' And I took it off and gave it to him, and this is the shirt that I
And
had."
he signed it for him.
He signed it for him, yeah.
Signed it for the kid. He gave it to him.
They watched him come to the ring. Horace says, "You know what the fuck is going on around here lately, Vincent? You've been here the last hour." Vince says, "Come on, man.
You know me. You know me. Come on, man.
You know me. Come on, man." Brian says, "Listen, we got one win without the red and black. Let's get another one." Which is, of course, the main event they're talking about.
Well, now it's time for L.A. Parka. Yeah.
Dude.
And he's going to face off against Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yo, this match is awesome.
Yeah, it's a pleasant surprise on this show. Hard-hitting match up here.
The crowd and the commentary did not seem to care at all about this match, though, which I was very surprised by.
Yeah, I guess maybe like after this match was probably interesting 3 years ago, but it's like, I don't know if they don't ever do anything. Well, it's not. I don't even know if they're desensitized to the spots exactly, because we see it later on as the cruiserweights come up in WCW in the next few years, and they're still over for that. But maybe it was they were just so they never did anything with these dudes. Like they just had matches on TV, and then they never.
Yeah, you're right. This wasn't for anything.
Yeah, they're just kind of having a fucking match.
This was fun as hell, though.
I love this shit. Yeah, I thought this was awesome. Like La Parka is legit.
Was great.
Kicking the shit out of him, man.
Dude, why is he beating him up so badly?
So we're going to get him into this match. We'll wear it up.
The match starts with La Parka standing on the chair in the middle of the ring during Ray's entrance. Ray just springboard drop kicks him off of it. I said, holy shit, that's amazing.
La Parka is taunt spamming the whole match, man. Crazy.
Dude, he is chopping the fuck out of Ray. Every time he puts Ray in the corner, he struts out of the corner and dances, which leads to Ray hitting him. It happens 3 times.
Yeah, dude. The whole shine for La Parka is him doing the dance, and then the cutoff is Ray hitting him. Stop doing the dance.
At one point, yeah, you're right. At one point, La Parka catches him, and he catches him out of a crossbody, and then dances with Ray in his arms. It's just fucking ridiculous. La Parka struts out of the corner again. He gets caught with a Rana off the top. Then he goes to the floor. Ray hits he jumps off the second rope over the top to the floor and hits a Rana. The crowd is like, woo-hoo. I'm like, holy shit, that's insane now. Why are you not losing your mind?
Because they know they got the big 6-man coming out later with Vincent, Stevie Ray, and Scott Norton.
This is Flair country. Yeah, I guess so.
Indeed.
God damn it, man.
How about them Hoosiers? How about them Hoosiers? Damn it.
Hoosier country. La Parka fucking runs himself in the post. He drops to holds La Parka in the middle, buckles well. La Parka kills him with a spine buster and then does the cutthroat taunt and goes to the top. I said, the fuck does La Parka, what is this cutthroat off the top finish? Well, it's him getting cut off and dumping himself on the back of his head.
Harry Saturn style.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool.
And then Ray wins with a tilt-a-whirl bulldog. I was like, oh, great.
Yeah,
cool.
sure. Yeah, it was like some La Mystica looking shit.
La Mystica into a bulldog instead of submission. Yeah, you're right. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah, fucking fun match, La Parka. Dude, I wish La Parka hit dudes like this more often. This is cool as fuck.
Yeah, it I don't know why, but it was stiff and it was good in the middle of the card. I liked it a lot.
Maybe he knew Ray since he was 12. He said, I'm going to beat your ass, kid.
Yeah, he said, look, tonight is my night. If you're going up, I'm beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now it's time for the DDP Town Hall.
Oh my god, dude.
DDP with Mean Gene.
What happened here?
Yeah, when I was at the Nitro Grill. That is a crazy way to start a sentence. When I was at the Nitro Grill.
Are we gonna have like a Undertaker moment here where we go back and realize DDP is like a bad talker?
I can't. We can't do that.
I hope not. I hope that's not what this is because this is bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're in a few with Scott Steiner and Scott Steiner go up there being fucking a real man, gonna be fucking beat your man like
got a bit of body. Come
dog.
on now.
You want to be a real man? You get my Runo. You want, baby?
Dude, DDP is every time he talks, Mean Gene pops in and says, "Your wife is so hot."
Yeah, I mean she is.
You have an unbelievably hot wife. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she is seriously like a smoke show.
Every time he says something, though, he says, well, your wife is very attractive, and you can't blame a man for going after your super hot fucking wife. Oh, my God, I want to fuck the shit out of your wife, please.
That is correct, me, Gene. And when I was at the Nitro Grill, had me one of them Nash sandwiches.
The DDP hamburger.
I gave me a fucking hamburger, and my wife got fucked.
Kenny Chaos hamburger.
Kenny Chaos, Bobby eating the pussy.
Bobby eating a hamburger.
Anyways, DDP says, Scott Steiner, you can fuck my wife because the fact of the matter is, Mean Gene, no one is finer than Scott Steiner, and size does matter, bitch.
DDP says that he went home and Kimberly tried to chill him out and said she was going to handle it. And he says, I don't think so. He says, with the Wolfpac not in the house, I'm going to send a special wolf call out to you, Steiner. You muscle pound geek. You say you're looking for a freak. Well, Steiner, I got your hookup right here. If you even get close enough to Kimberly that you're breathing the same air that she's breathing, well, it's on. And you know what's on. Because sometimes it gets real fast. And that ain't no warning, Steiner. That's a fact. And then he just leaves to no music.
And on the other hand, is the fucking thing. Scott Steiner's beating up ducks with a fucking pipe and talking about how you fuck your wife like a dog. DDP, you're going to have to figure it out.
You got to fucking pick it up.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. Because you ain't got charismatic sentences like my man Scott Steiner. So you better want to figure that shit out quick.
No,
I'll tell you that.
Personality, charisma, absolutely.
Because size does matter, bitch. Figure that out real quick, DDP.
Holy shit.
Well, we got backstage. Got a B team still arguing back here.
They also, do they set off pyro again, or is this a shot of
main
the
event pyro for Thunder. No, main event pyro.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So there was Thunder still had some budget to it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, they were cooking here. They had DDP getting fucking destroyed by Scott Steiner. hey, don't turn our work into a shoot, brother. He might have sex with your wife. He might have sex with your wife, brother.
Well, we are in the NWO locker room again, and Vincent says, yo, pay attention, man. I don't want to be called Vincent no more. Call me Vince. And he looks over at Stevie Ray, who's on the phone. He says, Stevie, put that phone down. Call me Vince.
This guy is unhinged, dude.
Well, Brian Adams says, how about we call you Punk?
Kevin Nash, first time on the go, said, Vincent, you're gonna be the main character of Thunder tonight.
This is great. I would tune in every week if this was what was going on.
Main character of Thunder is crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, you call me Vince, and Brian Adams said, how about we call you Punk? And Vince just knows how he says, can I get some? Can I get some? And he puts up the Wolfpac hand sign, and he says, Vince is a good name. That's right. Come on now give me some. And they all just walk out of the room. Nobody's fucking dapping them up or anything. Well, they all leave. I don't know what. Maybe you can explain why or what this happened here after this.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Vincent drinks raw eggs because Rocky does it. Because Rocky does it.
Thunder lives.
Yes, indeed, Thunder. And he throws them up because guess what, man? Raw eggs suck, man.
Yeah, I bet
they are bad.
He walks over to a locker. Opens it. There's a glass of raw eggs in there.
Not like a cup or anything. It's a glass.
Glass. Yeah, glass. He starts drinking them and he goes, whoa. He's, oh, man. And he puts them back. And then he looks up and he sees a camera above the locker. And he steps up on the bench and he looks down and he says, hey.
Hey.
At first, his cadence, I thought he knew it was there and he was talking to them. But he says, "Hey, who's filming us, man? We're being filmed, man. Who's filming us?" And then it cuts to a CRT TV that slowly pans out and shows the NWO in a limo. It's Hogan. It is Nash. I don't know if Hall was there, but Buff Bagwell was.
No, Hall was there. It goes to the big four. Hall, Nash, Hogan, and Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, it's CRT TV, and Vincent is saying, "Hey guys, who's filming us? Come on, man." And Hogan says, "Well, boys, we guess we know what time it is. What time is it?
It's time to
What
leave.
It's time to knock on the show.
On the flight. It's time. You got a TSA pre-check, dude. Gotta go on the
That's
flight,
awesome,
brother.
dude. Hell yeah, you should get that.
I don't think so, brother. It's not going to work with me, dude. So they're watching in a limo, and now it's time for the 6-man tag main event. Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, Mongo McMichael versus Vincent, Stevie Ray,
Vince,
Steve Ray, and Scott Norton.
This is an unbelievable match, and Michael Buffer is doing the main event because Thunder is the show that we care about.
Of course we do.
Michael Buffer's doing the introductions for the main event, and he introduces Vince, Stevie Ray, and Scott Norton as 3 of the NWO's most dangerous.
That's right. That's right.
That
Steve.
is fucking unbelievable. Steve, Vince. Scott. And you know what, James? I got to say an unprecedented thing here. We got 2 deadlock plus 10 moments of the night.
How do we do it again? Dude, Mongo McMichael is
Whooping his ass, right?
Mongo is wrestling in a tucked in fall brawl shirt. It is January.
He didn't know he was booked.
This is crazy, man.
They didn't tell him which members of the 4 Horsemen went in until the time for the main event.
Yeah, they went with Mongo McMichael instead of fucking Dean Malenko or Arn
Maybe Dean was
Anderson.
hurt or something. Yeah, you're right.
I know
Arn could've been
Arn's
in
neck
this.
was fucking busted
Yeah,
crazy,
but he could have been in this.
Yeah, you could have bumped some guys around. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Come on now.
But we got Mongo in the fall brawl shirt. And Chris Benoit took it upon himself that
Holy shit.
tonight I'm going to beat the shit out of you, Vince.
Oh my god, he annihilates Vince. He's like, I saw La Parka and I'm fired the fuck up now because I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. He lights him up, big style, man.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy night. You came into a 6-man main event. I don't know where you think you're at. You're going to get an easy night.
Does Vincent ever tag back out? He might tag out.
Yes,
Scott
no, he
Norton
does.
at one point.
So
Okay,
Benoit
yeah.
and Norton beat the fuck out of
Sure.
each other here, which I'm super here for. And
Yes.
then they tag in Mongo, and he's in a fall brawl tucked in shirt. And
Vincent's here
plus
with the NWO
10
red.
moment of the night
Yeah.
for me. But
Okay.
then Flair hits Shattered Dreams on Vincent.
He does.
He hits Shattered Dreams, and then he fucking drags his ass out, and he makes him tap to the figure 4.
Dude, he sets him up for Shattered Dreams, and he's not looking at the camera, but the camera's right there on a little box, and he says, Hogan! And he starts punching and chopping Vince. Then he fish hooks Vince. He says, where are you, Hogan? And he, as James said, hits Shattered Dreams. Everyone gets in the ring to brawl. They all brawl out, and then Flair puts Vince in the figure 4, and Vince taps out.
And now everyone is walking away from Vincent because, oh my God,
Everyone.
Vincent he might be in the red and black. I don't know how we could have ever seen that one. But anyways, they leave him in the middle of the ring. And then Chris Benoit says, I'm going to put you in the crossface.
He puts him in the crossface, and then he spits on him.
He fucking spit a loogie on him. There's
Yeah.
Hogan. And Benoit spits on him.
Hogan! Hogan! Woo!
That is
oh my
so
God.
crazy. Wow. So
Unreal, man.
looks like they left Vincent behind here. Looks like the NWO is moving on
Oh,
without
no.
Big Vince, who was the main
Damn.
character of this show, man.
It was very fun. I enjoyed the Vincent main character episode of Thunder.
Yeah, it's like an episode of a show where they like show the backstory of a character. Just
It's
because
like a Butters episode of South Park.
well, it's like they show the backstory of a character and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then they die immediately. That's pretty much exactly what just happened.
You're right. So they built him up so you cared about him dying.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. By the end of
I'll
the
take
episode,
that.
he's fucking
Yeah.
dying. So there you go.
But yeah, man, despite me plus 10ing a couple of these matches, I thought this was a fucking fun show.
Pretty easy watch. I think, I think a little better placement of the matches probably would have made this a little bit easier.
Sure.
Maybe, for the most part, the finishes were fine on this show compared to other WCW shows that we've watched. I don't think Kevin Nash did a bad job here. I think he did pretty all right.
I was actually going to bring that back around and ask how you thought he did. Yeah, I thought this was fine.
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of storylines progressed. Flair main eventing was smart, and maybe I probably would have put Dean in instead of Mongo, but I understand that Mongo was like person they really wanted to use here. Even though I feel like Mongo doesn't. This might be one of his like last appearances. I feel like he doesn't last very much longer here in WCW.
Maybe not. Let me take a look. I wonder if at the time though, if you're watching religiously, if you see an episode that is surrounded by the NWOB team, if you're like, what the fuck, I'm watching fucking SmackDown, man. What the fuck?
Probably. Yep, that's probably how they looked at Thunder at this point. I assume, right? So
yeah, I think you're right. I feel like he's not rocking for too much longer here.
Next month he leaves.
Yeah, so dude, they run that fucking match at house shows for a while. This same 6-man.
Well, I had to make sure it was good, and Mongo was up for the fucking task of doing this match, I guess.
Yeah, March 6th, he's in a 6-man with Benoit Malenko against Barry Windham, Kurt Hennig, and Wrath at a house show, and that's it. His last TV appearance, he teams with Flair against Nash and Hall, and they go to a no contest in 10 minutes. That's in February. So his last TV appearance is, pretty fucking soon. You're right. Yeah, like a couple weeks after this.
Yeah, I mean, with the pieces that he had to play with here, not bad. I give it a go, Nash.
Not bad. You know what? Thumbs up, Nash.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Good
Thumbs
shit,
up.
man. Well, that's it for WCW Thunder from January 21st, 1999.